While there are tens of thousands of 7-Eleven stores around the world, 7-Eleven failed in Indonesia. The chain launched there in 2009, and at first it was a big hit. But unlike in the US, where people would grab their food, grab a drink, and leave the store, 7-Eleven in Indonesia turned into a hangout spot for students. They'd come in, buy a drink, stay for hours just to use the free Wi-Fi. So even though the stores looked busy from the outside looking in, people weren't spending very much, and there wasn't a ton of profit coming in. The competition then hit 7-Eleven very hard. Local chains like Indio Mart and Alpha Mart had way more stores, a bigger product range, and a stronger customer loyalty. Things got worse in 2015 when the government banned alcohol sales in mini marts, which turned into a large problem for 7-Eleven, as beer was a major part of the profit they were bringing in. 7-Eleven also never expanded beyond Jakarta, partly because of foreign ownership restrictions and the country's economic slowdown. And sadly, by 2017, every 7-Eleven in Indonesia had shut down. Now, if I could launch a 7-Eleven in a new country, I would choose Nigeria. It's Africa's most populous nation with over 220 million people and one of the fastest growing consumer markets in the world. Nigeria has a young urban population that values convenience, affordability, and an access to a quick meal. Exactly what 7-Eleven is built for. The country is famous for its vibrant food culture, especially dishes like jollof rice that are loved widely across West Africa. A fun cultural quirk is that the Nigerian tradition of Mwambi is a large, lively party that celebrates everything from birthdays to business successes. It reflects how social and community-oriented Nigerians are, which pairs well with 7-Eleven's potential. Now, the best entry strategy for 7-Eleven in Nigeria would be a joint partner venture with an established local retail or food company. For example, partnering with ShopRite Nigeria or Tantalizers PLC. This approach would help 7-Eleven navigate the country's complex import rules, supply chain challenges, and licensing requirements while benefiting from the local partners' understanding of consumer preferences. It would also help ensure affordable pricing and culturally relevant products. Locally sourced snacks would be very important for 7-Eleven opening in this country, as the snacks would have to be halal certified meals. Now, Nigeria's infrastructure is improving, but is still in the developmental stage. Major cities like Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt have well-developed road networks. Though traffic congestion and road maintenance can be challenging, the rail system is expanding with recent investments connecting major regions, which will help with supply chain movement. Air transportation is strong with several busy international airports that support trade and logistics. According to the Logistics Performance Index, Nigeria ranks 88th globally with an LPI score of 2.6, indicating moderate efficiency in logistics, customs, and shipment reliability. This shows there are challenges in moving goods across the country, but major urban hubs are still easily accessible for distribution. When it comes to technology, internet access is growing rapidly. In 2025, around 55 to 60% of Nigerians have internet access, mostly through mobile phones. Nigeria also has one of the largest mobile payment markets in Africa, meaning 7-Eleven could easily integrate digital loyalty programs, delivery apps, and mobile ordering services into its stores, which is great because those are things that 7-Eleven is rolling out and has been implementing for years in other countries. Nigerians' urban roadworks and widespread smartphone would directly support 7-Eleven's supply chain and digital operations. However, frequent power outages could affect refrigerators and store operations, meaning that each store would need reliable backup generators. Overall, the existing infrastructure, especially logistics and mobile technology, gives 7-Eleven the foundation to operate efficiently and stay accessible to busy urban customers. 7-Eleven would ultimately thrive in Nigeria because it fills major gaps within the country's retail landscape. What Nigerians are looking for is something modern, clean, and something with 24-hour convenience. With localized food options, affordable pricing, and digital payment integration, 7-Eleven could easily connect with Nigeria's growing youth and working class populations. Its global reputation for reliability and convenience would also stand out in the market that values trust and accessibility. Nigeria also offers the population size, cultural alignment, and digital infrastructure needed for 7-Eleven to become not just a convenience store, but a daily part of modern Nigerian life.